Hey everybody, this is Mary Gladstone-Highland, founder and nonprofit consultant with Spark Group Consulting. I'm excited to be with you here this Friday afternoon as we continue our look at nonprofits and the issues that nonprofits face. This week we're going to look at team dynamics, something that affects every single group and organization out there. I don't know if any of you have experienced this. I know I have. You have all the right people, you have a goal, and you feel like it should be easy to achieve, and for some reason, the team doesn't seem to work out. Bruce Tuckman has done some research behind this in what he's dubbed his 5 stages of team development, and it looks like this. Every team goes through a phase where they form, and then they storm, before they norm, perform, and adjourn. And so today we're going to look at 2 different organizations and try to figure out how they could have set up their teams for better success. So organization A got all the right people together. They did the invitation process and they had the right people in the room. And they were trying to, this week we're going to think about trying to set up an event, a fundraiser. So this team was brought in and they said, okay, go ahead and set up this fundraiser together. And the staff person who recruited all these volunteers thought, these are successful people, they're capable, they're with it, they should be able to get this done. But what happened with organization A was that the group came together, they formed, then they had a time of storming, of figuring out who's who in the zoo and what's what. And they got stuck in that portion of the 5 developmental stages. They never got on to the next stage, which is figuring it out, the norming stage or the performing stage, where they were absolutely ready to get down to the work, and definitely didn't get to that adjourning stage, which would have been a really successful fundraising event. If we want to support our teams, it's pretty easy. 1, we have to be intentional about it. We have to know that every time a team forms, anytime you add a new person to that team even, the team goes through these stages. And if you just are aware and prepared, you can get the team together and you can say, okay, new team, new day. Here's everybody that we've invited because we think you're capable and great. Here's the roles that we're going to ask you to do and the tasks that we're going to define for each individual person. And then also, let's get together and let's create maybe a set of aspirations for how we want to work together as a group. And let's come up to that, come to the table every week together with those assumptions. So right off the bat, that group knows this is what's expected of me, this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is how this group is going to operate. So let's imagine organization B, the staff person had done that for those volunteers. They brought in the people, they supported them really well by giving them roles and tasks and asking them to go through that process of identifying how they were going to behave together. And then another key to that is that that staff member was aware of these 5 stages and knew that no matter how much you support a team, they're still going to go through those steps. So when it got to the storming stage for that group, the staff member was ready and prepared and could help support that group further. What do you need? How can I help you get through this sticky stage of trying to figure out the team dynamics? Which allowed that group to get onto a stage where they felt they could normalize and they could figure out things together and really perform very effectively. And that organization B in this scenario was then was able to create a much more successful fundraiser. So hopefully you can use these tips and tricks for how you develop your teams. And if you want some help in doing some conflict resolution or in developing teams that you have, give us a call. Look forward to talking to you next week. Bye, everybody.